बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगी गीता प्रिया अय्यर जी का।
As COVID cases were going beyond control, Geetha Priya and her team collaborated with COVID task forces across India. They gathered information on availability of beds, oxygen cylinders, and medicines. They ferried patients to hospitals, got their tests done, and even helped with cremations. NewsX proudly recognizes second wave superhero Geetha Priya Iyer.
Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX Second Wave Superheroes. I am Ujasvi Chauhan, and today I'm joined with Geetha Priya Iyer, who's a volunteer and she did COVID relief work during the second wave of coronavirus. Welcome to the show, Geetha Priya.
Hi, thank you, Ujasvi.
Please start by telling our viewers that how exactly were you able to help people?
Okay, before I begin, I would like to thank few people. But first of all, I would like to thank NewsX for having me here and giving me a chance to speak upon this. Second is my team. I extend my gratitude to my team, which consists of Hemant, Siddhant, Swati, Rajat, Sharti, and the list is endless. So let me stick to this. And also my thank you to my husband and children who were supportive during my during this COVID relief support that I was extending to people. So your question was about how did I start? Am I right?
Yes.
Well, I saw the apathy, like, there was a lot of people who were getting infected and there was shortage of beds and oxygen and all that. People were trying to reach out to resources and they were not able to find resources. So I just thought, what can I do for them being an individual? So I just announced, I just formed a small WhatsApp group of my friends and, connections. And I said, this is what is the need of the hour. And we can take care of our business later, but let's, get into this right away. So that's how it started. We started providing contacts and resources for beds, oxygen, and plasma and all that.
Okay. So also, I would like to ask you, were there any incidents, any emotional incidents that moved you because you were in direct contact with some patients and their families, I'm assuming?
Cases that came to me were personal, it felt like it's a personal case. It's my own case. However, there was one daughter, she was looking out for an ICU bed for her father, who was 70 plus, and she sent me that he's so helpless, his oxygen levels are dropping down, and she sent me his pictures. So I was moved by watching his pictures because my father is of same age, and I did not see him as any third person. I saw him as my own father, and I said, no, I'm getting onto this right away, and I will not sit back until this uncle gets a bed. So, it felt as if I'm his own daughter. And I stopped only once the bed was confirmed and they reached the hospital.
That's really some great work. I would also like you to answer that, in your opinion, what could have authorities done better, or what could we as individuals have done better during this second wave?
First of all, I think we missed on second wave coming in.
Right.
We were we were much better in terms of handling wave one. However, we did not see second wave coming in. So there was this apathy of, I feel we should have been prepared with health infrastructure, the oxygen, plasma, blood, and everything, we should have been, should have been leveled up.
Yes.
But we missed on that. And and secondly, I would also say that tests, there have been cases where people, these diagnostics were not coming home and taking tests. So there ample tests were, what do I say? Ample diagnostic centers were also needed along with the health the hospitals, beds, and I also feel that a government could have converted these government hospitals and schools into COVID infrastructure for the time being until we handle these, this crisis. So that is one part which went, which was completely mismanaged by authorities. And secondly, I also hold everyone, we citizens, as as responsible. When there is a protocol that has to be maintained during COVID crisis, we certainly have to maintain. We cannot be loose on those. So I have seen places where people were gathering in numbers and then holding. See, there are two things. One is even if someone is, not adhering to the rules, at least you are responsible, right? You as a person is responsible. You are an adult.
Yes.
So just because I am going to certain place, you need not come with me. And then you don't say that just because of me, you got COVID.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So there is a blame game that has to be stopped. We all are equally responsible for this. Whatever has happened, each of us are equally responsible. Let's take it up.
Exactly. It's the need of the hour. So thanks for talking to us, and thanks for all the good work that you've been doing for the society. Thanks again.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.